What are your concerns, more specifically, to refine the question, about Democrats and policy?
Well, I think until recently, so like the Dobbs decision obviously happened in June, but so like just exclude the last year or two. I think there was a sense, and it wasn't necessarily legislative achievements. In some cases were Supreme Court decisions, but there was a sense that the left was winning on policy with things like abortion, with things like gay marriage. Now, again, a lot of these things were not uh, decided legislatively. They were actually handed down from the court. So I think that conservatives had a sense that they had lost public policy battles, not even through the usual legislative means, but that they were sort of just taken by virtue of the court. And that created, I don't want to say, a sort of a complex that I think really dug in. I've always been interested in policy and public policy. And I think that in the Republican Party, until recently, there was an interest. You look at someone like a Paul Ryan, who, we can talk about his failure to actually enact public policy or successful public policy, but clearly a guy who was interested in it. And conservatives used to talk about ideas and policy. I think now on the right, there's a sense that that is small ball, that passing a bill or even that is really not where it's at. The problem in America today, according to the right, is the culture. It's this culture war, and it has to do. It's more about vibes, and it's more about
Right.
Hollywood and academia, and so there is now a sense that if you're talking about the adjustable tax rate, then you're just a nerd and you don't know what time it is. And that's our version of being woke, by the way, is being red pilled. And both sides now have this sort of verbiage. And so I think that right now, look, we're Republicans just won the majority of the House. And instead of talking about like crime, doing something public policy wise to address crime or inflation, they're talking only about basically getting revenge on Hunter Biden. That's essentially where they're at. So I don't think they care about policy much right now.